Yo, Elliott. What's up, guys? Today we got a question from our Strength Camp Online member, Mihal, who goes on to say that he is madly in love with a young lady. They've been dating for about a year, and he's leaving for university next year. She's staying home. So of course that's going to cause a little bit of a problem. Do they break up, clean break? You know, no hard feelings between us. You go your way, I go mine, but we love each other and it's gonna hurt so much. Rip that Band-Aid off. Or do we try to work it out and risk potentially drifting apart and having awkward feelings towards each other thereafter? So this is one of those you can't win situations, so get that out of your head. You know, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I've made videos about this. I hope you guys understand that principle of life. You know, successful people don't make the right decision, they make their decisions right. The only thing I can offer you is the potential stumbling block that you're going to come upon with each situation, and potentially you could avoid it. What you're really going to be wrestling with, regardless of what choice you make, is resentment. Right? And you've got some pretty good insight on where that resentment will lie depending on what decision you make. If you guys make a clean break, you're going to potentially stumble over resentment of the choice. You will resent yourself or you'll resent the choice, but there won't be much resentment towards her. You know, even if she goes out and maybe she gets another boyfriend, you really can't logically, you know, and love is not logical at all, so there goes that, logically be resentful towards her because you made the choice, bro, right? So the only issue there is misplaced resentment, because you're going to have it. It's going to be towards you, and it's a matter of wrestling with yourself. And wrestling with yourself is often a lot easier than wrestling with someone else. And if you decide to stay together, the resentment is going to be outwardly placed. So let's say you stay together and you go to university and there's a perfect girl for you, right? I mean, you could be in love and still find a perfect girl, you know what I'm saying? And in every way, it's like, I wish that I could potentially be with you, but I can't. And you know what? The resentment's gonna be towards your girl back home. Man, too bad I got a girlfriend. Oh, and then when you get on the phone with her, you're gonna be kind of like, a little annoyed, and she's gonna be like, "What's the matter?" And you'd be like, "Nothing." But realize, like, now it's unfair because you're placing resentment on her, and she's kind of like an innocent bystander. You guys both made the decision to try to do the thing, and I'm not saying this is gonna happen, but this is kind of a natural tendency. This is a pattern that you often see, where there's going to be opportunities presented to you. They're gonna present themselves, beautiful opportunities will present themselves, and the tendency oftentimes is to be righteous about your choice, make the right choice, you know, I'm not going to do it, but then carry resentment towards the person who you've made the choice to be loyal to, and then it rots there, and then you really lose, because you lose the potential lover, the new lover, and you kind of start having strain between you and your woman. And then it can go the other way around also, where she starts, you know, kind of drifting, whatnot, like you said, and you're going to resent her for the choices she made. So, you know, there's no right answer here. There's usually no right answer to half the questions that you guys ask me. It's just a matter of kind of looking at things and what you're going to potentially wrestle with. It's like, I think it is probably easier to wrestle with yourself than to wrestle with other people's emotions. You know, it's like the stew just gets a little bit more complicated when you're dealing with other people as opposed to having that clean break. I married my high school girlfriend. We went to separate colleges. Right? We made it all the way through, but I can't say that there weren't opportunities that presented themselves and caused us to be resentful towards each other, you know, and it was a part of the struggle that we had to go through in order to grow as individuals and as a couple. Right? I mean, we're grateful for every challenge that we had, and we're here today, and our bonds are stronger than ever before. I'm so happy that we attempted to try to stay together through college. She didn't go to university across the country. We saw each other almost, you know, once a month or whatnot, sometimes twice a month, because it was just about a 3-hour drive to go see her. But it was that strain, and we chose to battle with resentment between each other and ultimately make it on the other side a little bit stronger. So there you have that, you know. There were times where we were at each other's throats. We fought a lot, but it worked out. So it can win that way also, man. I don't know what you should do, but it can work either way if you make it done.
Elliott's sick. What?